Now we're going to talk about PETE, or polyethylene terphthalate. This plastic is probably the type of plastic that you come to contact with the most, and it's also the best for recycling. It's commonly used in Coke bottles and water bottles. Note the monomer. Monomer is called polyethylene terphthalate. It's made from ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. Ethylene glycol is the same fluid that's in your car's radiator, and these two are byproducts of crude oil distillation. So when the same equipment that's used to make gasoline also makes these products called ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. PET is also known as polyester. So this is the material that's used in the clothes that you wear. It was a popular material of clothing in the 1970s. Now it has a number 1 on the bottom of containers because it's the most recyclable. And what this means is that it has a chemical structure which can be heated and reheated numerous times without degrading. So water bottles, for example, can be recycled over and over without losing their clarity and other properties that allow them to be molded in this way. You'll notice it has a very high melting point, 480 degrees Fahrenheit, the highest of the ones that we've looked at so far and highest among all the polymers that we're going to be looking at. It is a very rigid and clear polymer, and its clarity, in fact, is so good that it's the reason that it was one of the first plastics used to replace glass. So, for example, these peanut butter jars used to be all made of glass, but now almost universally PETE is being used on peanut butter jars for 2 reasons. One is that peanut butter is processed at extremely high temperatures, which is okay for PETE because of its high melting point, but also because of its clarity. The manufacturers wanted this bottle to look like a glass bottle, and PET comes pretty close in its clarity to that of glass. Now, PET's melting point is so high, in fact, that a lot of containers that are going to be used in the oven or microwave use PET for the plastic. So, for example, frozen food containers and lids on those frozen food containers that have to be microwaved or placed in the oven use PETE. One last thing I want you to notice about PETE is its density, 1.38 to 1.39, which is much higher than that of water. Water, again, being 1 grams per cubic centimeter. So remember, what will happen now if you put a piece of PETE in water? If you guessed that it will sink, you're absolutely right. It's going to sink in water, and I bet that some of you thought that all plastics would float in water. Not the case. PET, with its density, will sink right down in water.